All right. I think we are live. Hello, everybody. Happy weekend to you. Hope you're having a great Saturday. And for those of you on the other side of the planet, happy Sunday morning to you. Hope you're doing well. And so, hello, my Zen friends. Welcome back. So happy to have you with me and to see what messages Spirit will bring through this evening. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. We got a great group of people, huge hearts, great senses of humor, always room for more Zen friends. So, welcome. Quickly, how the readings work, the free readings, we do go down in order, first come, first serve down the chat. There's no special list or anything. All you do is put your question out there. And if you don't want to put your business out there, you can just ask for a general reading. Spirit knows all, of course. And so we'll pull free readings are generally 1 to 2 cards, and we'll see what Spirit brings through for you. If anyone makes a donation, I do honor that energy exchange. I step outside of the free readings, prioritizing those. And I dive deeper, meaning I pull more cards for those too. If you're interested in that, a donation of any amount will do that. We can you can use the super chat at the bottom or in the description box of the video. I do have Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, and Square. And like I said, there's no set dollar amount. Whatever you give from your heart is the perfect amount because I know everyone's finances are different. A penny to one person's $1 million to another, and $1 million to one person's a penny to someone else. And so whatever you give is perfect. Um, and then after that, we do go to my YouTube channel members. They get second priority. You see their names in green with a little badge. We got one right here, right now. But actually, we got a couple. Johanna, hello. And Olivier Vagata, hello. Good to see you guys. Um, and if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member on Fridays and Saturdays, sometimes I don't get to many of the free readings or as quite as many as I'd like to, but I always make sure to complete my donations same day. And then also my YouTube channel members, we also, as part of their monthly membership, I make sure to complete theirs. I have 2 levels. Zen Cricket is $2.99 a month. Praying Mantis is $7.99 a month. In addition to the prioritization, also on Wednesdays, we get both groups together for a couple hours of readings in the evening. And then Thursday nights is a special night just for Praying Mantis members. And then also Friday and Saturday night and Sunday afternoons, we have at least an hour together too with the Praying Mantis. And hey, shout out to another CJ. Hello. Hey, Amazing Grace. You'll be a member soon. Yay. I'm excited to have you there. You're getting your financial energy stabilized. I hear you. And I do have your donation through the CashApp. So we'll definitely we'll be moving on to the readings here in a couple moments here. So exciting. Um, you also get advanced access to all of the videos. Like I have all of February's videos already recorded. And so all my YouTube channel members have access to those. I have each month new moon, full moon, and when the sun changes signs. We have the Zen Gate, heck, 11223344. We have a portal every month. So we have a reading and information on that. We also have a quest video, which talks about how to use the element, air and water and etc. How we can make the most of those experiences we have, which are the mental world, the emotional world, our energetic world, and our physical world, and how you can get to know each of your elemental spirit guides too. It's exciting, including our ethereal spirit guide, which is our guardian angel, our guardian angel, which we'll get into that in May. I'm excited because it's a different perspective on those. But we have those videos, and I feel like there's another one, but I can't remember it right now. But oh yeah, I see him now. So this morning we had the Leo full moon video come out that's available for everyone, which is next I think Wednesday. It's the 12th, which is my birthday. Whoop whoop. Leo full moon on my Aquarian birthday. Leo's on the opposite side of the zodiac, so it's gonna pull us out of Aquarius energy and pull us into Leo energy. So fun. Hey Nelia. So we have those. Let's see. The other thing I wanted to talk, the other videos that I have is each quarter, we also have solstice and equinox readings. So if you haven't checked those out yet, the solstice reading from this last December 20th goes all the way through March 20th. Those are for each element, like fire signs, water signs, etc. So we have those. And then also each year, I put out a 2025, in this year, of course, 2025 energy forecast for each individual zodiac sign, too. So you can check those out. All those are free content. So if you're interested. And then, so if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, there was a link down below telling you how you can do that. And we also have, of course, in honor of February, I have a Crazy Zen's super sale where I have my personal readings. Yes, I do personal readings. And I have a variety of, I have like readings where you can, it's like, I think I have like a 15-minute, a 30-minute, and an hour. And where you just give me your questions and I pull cards and record it and send you a private link. Um, I also have live virtual. Those are a little more expensive just because you have to pocket it out and I have to like do my hair and look pretty. No, I'm just kidding. But I have to be locked into a certain time frame where the other ones I can do in between things. Um, but I also have like past life readings, life purpose readings, relationship readings. There's like 5, 6, 7 different types of relationship readings where if you look on the little link on there, it'll tell you the questions that I automatically look into for each one of those. And then if you have any additional questions, you can always ask them too. You just send them to me in an email. But if you're interested, check those out. You think we go deep in these? They're pretty amazing information that comes through. It always blows me away. The feedback I get on the messages. So I like that. All right. I think that's everything. Blah blah blah. I will be using the Wildwood Tarot once again. It's a wonderful kind of shamanic feel to them. And for any of the donations, you also get an Affirminator's um, fortune cookie with your reading. All right. So let me clear some stuff out here. Right. And if you did post a question earlier this morning, like morning, um, here is the link to this morning's session. I did complete everything. I was on for just 3 hours. I didn't have like a ton today. So I finished all donations, all my YouTube channel members, and all the free readings too. So they're all there. And even in the chat, I mentioned when the free readings began. So for those of you that were looking for free readings, you can start at that. It was like 2.5 hours into the video, I think. And then so the last half hour or so is when I finished all the free readings. So if you want additional information, if I get to the free readings tonight, I'll pull additional ones for anyone that mentions it in this one. But if you did have questions this morning, check those out. I did complete those there too. All right. All right. So, Johanna, if you, excuse me, are still awake on the other side of the planet, I don't see a question yet. Hey, hello, hello. So you are up first, and then Amazing Grace is up after that. And then it looks like a double duo for Nelia. Hey, Nelia. So your question is drum roll. All right, let me shuffle and we'll get started here. All right. An Amazing Grace. We'll dive into that energy. We're going to find out more about this masculine. All right, Johanna, why have you been feeling more and more like you need to do magic? All right, let's take a look here and see what Spirit has here. Okay, got that one, that one, that one. One of those. All right, well, let's find out what we got here. All right. So, bottom of the deck. Well, that was loud. Sorry. Bottom of the deck. We got the Knight of Bows, the Knight of Wands coming in here, Johanna. Knight of Wands, of course, that's fire energy, movement. There's been a big spark of energy. And yeah, in your first card, made itself known as the moon energy. So it's like the stars and the moon energy. This year, oh my lord, um, if you thought last year was expansive of our spiritual energy, this year is like 12 times more. And I've mentioned a little bit here and there about how last year all of us got like all of humanity got access to like 1% more of our subconscious, which is where the gateway to our like our Akashic records and the spiritual world. It's one of the there's like a tunnel that goes to the spirit world in our subconscious. And we got an access to like 1% more last year, but this year, Spirit has told me it's like every month is another percent. So as the world yeah, it keeps getting better and also worse, more extreme, right? Which it's like working out. Like, okay, last year I started getting into shape, but now we're like it feels like we're doing a spiritual workout preparing for some sort of He-Man contest or whatever. It's like we're buffing up for sure. And it's like 1% more every month. And so we kind of have that spiritual soreness, spiritual growing pains as we're like, yeah, calisthenics. But it's like pumping iron, like we're building strength. And we'll get into it. We're gonna get into that beefcake kind of feel with spirituality where we're like in not like an egotistical, wow, I'm getting stronger, but a like, wow, I'm getting stronger. Woof, and it's expanding. So I feel like a lot of this too has to do with like the North Node of Fate has moved into Pisces, so it has this energy. We also, for the first couple weeks of this month, we've got a lot of Aquarius energy, which is all about newness, getting rid of the old, expanding into the new, the exciting, the different. And then for the last half of this month, all these planets that are in Aquarius start going boop, 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 boop over into Pisces, which Pisces is the connection, the subconscious, the spiritual world. So you've got a lot of this energy this year, and Pluto moving into Aquarius, and there's I think Venus is moving into Pisces. There's a lot of planets moving into Pisces energy too, which is all pointing inward, 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 and upward. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. And Deb, she commented on one of our Praying Mantis sessions from last night, I think, or maybe it was the one of the videos about the black tourmaline, and to balance it with selenite. And so I love that because that is a protective it, but you also want to recharge it because otherwise I joked, I was like, otherwise, if you don't cleanse your black tourmaline, then you want to throw it at your enemies. You get possessed by this, "Arr, throw it at your enemies." But I was just joking, but it's good to clear it and have that energy. So I like that. So a big piece here is that there's a ton of energy, a ton of growth that's nudging humanity to move in that direction. And of course, individuals who are already very in tune and have great empathic connections and everything, you're gonna feel it, um, and that's most of you guys, right? So, heads up, buttercups. That's why so many videos that we're putting out this year with, yeah, weekly Zen Bytes too. I didn't mention that, but we've got all these videos. You'll get at least a video each week that comes out. Usually on Saturdays, a lot of them come out. Friday mornings is a Zen Byte, and then once a month, like the Quest is on Mondays. So we've got a lot of videos coming out every Saturday morning that help us with balancing energy and messages from spirit. It's such an important time right now to do whatever we can to raise our vibration and to focus inward and upward on that self-love. It'll make the journey this year much easier, but we like learning the hard way too. There's no judgment. So there's just a lot of tools that are available if you guys want to check them out. But that's the underlying energy in your first card is the moon card and all this flood of energy. So you're being drawn into I don't do you have like a lot of Scorpio somewhere in your chart? Because I feel like wherever that Scorpio is or the eighth house, what you have in your eighth house, um, because that's like into the drawing into the magic, into the occult, into the a lot of that unknown and stuff too. Scorpio rise. Okay, well there you go. So you see the world through the eyes of mystery and diving into it, and your Mars too. Action, action, action. So as all this energy is sparking and coming in here, you have that, and then also Leo full moon coming up in 4 days. So fire moon activating those things too. Yeah, which is all right, or whatever, because the ninth house is ruled by Scorpio, and then wherever your Pluto is at can help you too, because Pluto, of course, rules over Scorpio. Um, and but also whatever house you have your Scorpio, because the standard wheel, the eighth house is Scorpio. But depending on when you're born, you have a different house that can have a Scorpio assigned to it too. So a lot of information, just some astrological yee and we can dive into those in a praying mantis session too. Um, so I like that. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, it's warming up now. I was cold, but whenever spirit starts to get moving, woof. All right. So let's dive in some more here. So we got two more cards here. Yeah. So you've got the Ace of Cups and you've got the Balance card, which in this one is like a it's the Temperance card, but it is the progression of things, and this is that going back and forth that's happening and growth coming. And the Ace of Cups has to do with self-love. So you've been working on that too, in addition to all this other energy. So while all this other outside energy astrologically is influencing, you've also been working on your higher vibration, raising your self-love, which also expands things. So there's a lot of this, you know, activation of things that are happening here too. Yeah. I love it. You both got the Hooded Man, which is the Hermit, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is being alone in the outside world. You really have been taking time too, of communing and communicating with spirit. So that's naturally activating things too. So boom, boom, boom. It's like three things that you've been doing. You got outside influence, you getting this connection with your higher self, your higher love, and then you've been really communing with the spirit world too. So all of this has just been expanding, expanding, expanding. So it's like you've been doing inner work on steroids, and then you get this wonderful supportive energy from the outside too, right? Whoosh. Then these four cards coming in here, I feel like this is where this is leading you. Why this nudge, this thirst inside for magic, where it's taking you. Yeah, the wheels of fate are unfolding here. It is for you, of course. It's not a curse. It's not, an unhealthy thing. It's your soul is on fire and thirsty for more, more, more. It's hungry. It's like the planets that are aligning and impacting your Pluto and Scorpio energies within your birth chart. It's like it's lit up. I just can see like planets just vibrating in your birth chart is what they're showing me, and so they're like it's taking you to a new level that's coming in here. I'm wizard. Jojo Pata. Yeah, and then you have the Wanderer, the Fool card. It's the beginning of a new adventure. It's really going to open up some things for you, and um and it's interesting too. I've been my north node is in Taurus, which is a very earthy energy, and I'm being drawn in to connect with my shaman side. That I've been a shaman in many lifetimes, and it's like old energy that's coming in, and it's drawing me to connect to that too. So I feel like there is this draw to connect to Mother Earth through earth magic and that energy. And but this is a brand new adventure that's just like possibilities, and I love this. And then you have the Page of Arrows, so new knowledge coming in too, both from the past and joining it with knowledge you've gleaned in this lifetime with knowledge that you've had from past lifetimes too. So I like that. You're a wizard now. You crack me up. And then you have the Chariot movement victory, Cancer moon energy that comes in. So the moon coming back in again, but the power of choice too, to show you how your will and the energy you put forward, how it can draw in and how you can use it for the best of your abilities for you, right? And we talked about that this morning, right? About we don't cast spells on others and do magic towards others, but we cast a spell upon ourselves to draw to us what is for our highest and for the highest of the people around us, right? And so I like this, putting that power of choice into play in both the stories, the mindsets, the knowledge, your emotions, your energy, and your physical actions too. And I feel like spirit is really zeroing in on that ceremony and ritual. And same thing with myself, because I actually have Scorpio on my south node and Taurus on my north node. So my south node, that's that energy of like we're really connected to this spirit world. A lot of us have that coming in, but it feels like this transformation is happening, is bringing the spiritual energy into the physical world through physical vibration, through ritual activities, speaking, our throat chakra actions with our arms and hands, doing an altar, lighting candles, doing spells and herbs and different things to bring the spiritual vibrations more strongly into the physical world. So I feel like it's, yeah, you just wait until the spring comes and herbs start herbing. You're so funny. So I love it. I love it. I love it. Too funny. So fun, fun, fun. Yeah, I love that. Thank you. I love orange. It's our sacral chakra. It's all about our relationship one to another. So I like it. Plus, it's also the color of the Denver Broncos, which I live in Colorado. Go Broncos! I haven't cheered for them in years, though. All right. So that's what they have for you, Johanna. Hopefully that brings in like an understanding like yes. So you can embrace that and look into that, right? All right. And so again, for anyone that was in this morning session, I did complete all readings this morning. So just to make sure if anyone is coming back in, I will pull cards if I have time in this session for the free ones, but be sure to check. Here's the link from this morning session. I did answer I finished everyone in this morning session. So be sure to check those out if you were looking for other answers. All right. You are very welcome, Johanna. All right. And hey, Moonlight, shout out to other of our YouTube channel members. See, did I miss anyone else coming in? No, Moonlight, Moonlight, Moonlight. All right. Welcome, welcome. All right, so up next we have Amazing Grace, and then we'll have Triple Threat Nelia with 3 donations there, and then Moonlight. That's where we're at donations. All right. I like you guys are so funny. You know, the normal, just going through life and a little confused now and then, but aren't we all? Yeah. Our human definitely uh we chose to come in so veiled just to so confusion is our natural state of humanity, I think, because we're like, what? Why is this? What's happening? I don't get it. Um, but luckily, we're waking up more quickly now, so we're becoming less and less confused more often, right? All right. So, Amazing Grace, thank you for your donation via the CashApp. And let's dive in. Let's find out more energy on this masculine that you're going to marry, right? When we think he's coming, how you will meet, just some energy. All right. Yeah, I would be excited too. I liked the energy that came through this morning on who they are. So I like that. So let's take a look here. Based on current energies, can you give us a when-ish? It's generally um it's generally like a range that will meet someone, and because they're working on their energy, we're working on ours, and when we're at a higher vibration is when we draw each other to each other. And so that's dependent upon, of course, personal choices. And so they're like, well, based on current energy, it'll be around here, but it can be sooner, it can be later, depending on how much energy we put into raising our own love vibration, right? Clearing away the thoughts and beliefs that don't serve us, clearing away the emotions that don't serve us, clearing away energy that doesn't serve us anymore, and then also clearing away anything in our physical world. It's like a purge. The more we kind of throw things over the ship, we don't need any more. The ship can sail faster, right? So let's take a look here. All right. So, so that is when, and then how, and that can vary depending on. Sometimes I feel like you'll have a couple of opportunities to meet them. Okay, it's like 3, and then just some energy. Some more energy. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? Boom, 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 boom. All right. And that one. All righty, ready, ready. And what was I saying about a ship throwing things overboard? So the faster we do this is that underlying energy, just kind of reinforcing what I said. And you got the 6 of Swords, which is about letting some old ways of thinking go that are rooted in fear. Seeing things from a higher perspective allows this transformation, allows a faster moving ship, puts more wind in the sail that can bring you guys together faster. So let's take a look here and see what we have with the when here. All right. So, sorry, crunching on my cough drop. So the 3 cards that came out about when are the Shaman, the Magician card, which is all about whatever I focus on grows, right? So the more that I focus on gratitude, I think we talked about that this morning too. The more we focus on gratitude and trusting the creator and working on our own self, because that I can control, the more I raise my love vibration, the faster things speed up and the sooner we meet, right? um so that's what the Magician card is saying. It's like when you focus on what you can control, then that is what allows things to speed up, and then you're in the receiving mode. But it also is dependent upon how much they're working on themselves to match your vibration to draw your guys together, right? And let's see here. So you have the 5 of Vessels and the Queen of Vessels. So 5 of Cups and the Queen of Cups, which would uh be 13, the number 13 in the deck, which would be January. So anywhere right now it's between May and January of next year. And so that's the range that they're giving you on the transformation of emotion. And the Queen of Cups is very intuitive. Um, But I feel like they're really just focusing on the range that we're talking about here because that's what I wanted. Um, Pushing for time frame. And they blessed us with a range, even though it's like, really? Like 6, 7, 8 months is the time frame? But May, right now, if you keep on where your current energy, it could be May. Now, if you raise your vibration and they're raising the vibration, it can come earlier. But right now they're going just, you know, between May and January of next year. And, that's the whole thing with spirit too. They're like, "Eh, that's not too far away at all, because they live outside of space and time. They don't understand how that is like it seems like forever away, when really it's 3 months away. And it's already the 1st week of February. It's already been 5 or 6 weeks into the new year. Can you believe it? Whoosh, it'll be here before we know it. So that's the soonest, alright? And then how, I do feel like you got 3 different scenarios. So during from May until January of next year, you have 3 opportunities where you'll bump into each other. Let's see what those are here. So the first one, yeah, the wanderer. This is trying something new. This would be like when you're living your passion and you're like, "All right, you know what? I'm not looking for love. I'm working on myself. I'm living my passion. I'm doing things I love." And when you're out doing something you love, you bump into them that they're also doing something they love, but it's something new. It's not something like, "Oh yeah, I like blah blah blah, so I'm gonna go do that." It's like, you know what? Something I've always wanted to do is get back into pottery. And I know this place that has potter's wheels and clay and a kiln and even paints to paint the things. And so I want to go try that. And lo and behold, you bump into them because they're also trying that out for the first time. And you guys are covered in mud and making ridiculous things with your pottery going, "That's a s" you're like, I hate to tell you this, but that's a sad looking vase." And they're like you guys bust up laughing because he's like, "Well, I was just trying to imitate what you're making on your table." And you're like, "Ah, I can't believe you said that," in joking, but you guys, it's like that kind of thing. That's what they're showing me. So that's the first, place that you guys can meet, is doing something unique and different that you haven't tried before, but that you always wanted to. The second one, you've got the 10 of stones and the 9 of vessels. So this is a place, the 10 of pentacles is like fullness of life, and the 9 of cups is like a dream come true. I'm feeling like there's a family gathering here. Um, so this could be like a wedding or an anniversary or a birthday or a gathering. And I feel like it's like you can meet them through a friend of a friend. Like they're there because they're a friend of the family kind of thing. And it's like, wow, it's like weird, not weird, um but that's the way you feel. They're like, this is weird that I met this person and oh, it's weird because there's someone's like plus one. But it's not like a date. They're like it's like a best friend that's going, with them, and they're like, "I need someone to go. You wanna go with me? I don't wanna go alone." And they're like, "Sure," so, they have that, kind of energy. So I like that. So that's a second opportunity to meet them if you don't meet them in the first, thing here. And then the third one, you have the Ace of Stones, the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is about a new opportunity in the outside world. It doesn't feel as creative as the Wanderer card, though. This one feels like almost like an obligation that you have to go to. It's something that you have to go to in the outside world. Like, I don't necessarily feel like training, but it almost feels like, okay, this is a class I have to take, or this is something that I have to complete, or I have to like it's a family obligation, or obligation with a friend, like, you feel obligated, like, "You know what? They always come to my stuff, so I'm gonna go to their stuff," and because you go to that, it's like this friend here that brings someone to this event. It's like it's that same friend that asks you to go do something, with them, and you're like, "Alright, I'll go. I'll be your plus one to this other thing," and while you're there, you bump into them there. So, I like this as how you have a possibility of meeting them in these different ways. Alright, and then let's take a look here. This is the and what other energy they wanna share here with you. So, yeah, 5 cards. This one got the King of Arrows. Did we get this on them this morning? It feels very this set feels familiar, but, they are yeah, because 'cause don't they help people? I feel like this is them, just reiterating that they are someone who helps other people, that trains them and very going more into the energy of their mentalness, that they've got a great, ability to communicate. And I feel like when you guys bump into each other, whenever you bump into one another, there's like this energy of um, talking like for hours. And you're like, oh my God, has it been 5 hours? And they're like, where'd everyone else go? Because you kind of guys get into these conversations where you don't even realize it. And your friends have been checking in on you from a distance, but they're like, oh no, let's leave them alone. And finally you realize it's been 5 hours because the friends come it's like your mutual friends, like at an event would come up and go, "Hey guys, how you doing?" "Well, they're closing down, so we have to go. Do you guys wanna go out for coffee afterwards or whatever? Blah, 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 do you guys just wanna go hang out together?" I like it because it's just like time flies so much and you guys are having deep, amazing conversations. So I love that. And you got the balance. You've got the temperance card. And again, I think we got something here. It's slow. It's slow. Um, it's slowly evolving, but it still feels magical. And so I feel like you guys are like, yeah, and hey, do you mind if I grab your number? I'd love to, continue our conversation and blah 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 or whatever. But I just feel like it's a slow progression. It's not like a speed to get to the end. I want to race to the altar. It's like there's not this urgency because you're not afraid. A lot of times we rush to get to somewhere because we don't want anyone to snatch them away. But the chemistry and everything is so much there that there's this trust, which is hard these days to have in a human, right? But you just like, it's the clicking that's really amazing there. And you have the Queen of Bows, the Queen of Wands. There is this spirituality here. The Queen of Bows is a lot like the um, High Priestess and the Queen of Cups. They have this connection to the spirit world and this knowingness and this energy. So they really have a strong relationship with the spirit world, which I feel is an important thing for both of you, that someone have. I feel like you guys have had relationships before where there's a lot of great things in it, but what was lacking was the spiritual connection. And it's important for both of you that there's spiritual connection. So I love this here, for you. Okay. And then you have the Three of Stones, the Three of Pentacles. Again, this, I feel like that's why you have an opportunity to do something creative, like I mentioned pottery. It doesn't have to be pottery, unless that resonates. No, I was kidding. I like pushing people on pottery. That's too funny, but I'm cracking myself up, sorry. What was in this coffee? So this creative ability, like, they love to create things, so and you have this, um creative streak too that comes in here. And so I like this with both of you. It's again, you have this thing where like let's say that it is pottery or it is painting or it is whatever, and the first time that he invites you over to his home for like dinner, he goes, "I want to cook you dinner," and this is later, you know, into it where you're sure he's not a serial killer. Um, but when he takes you and shows you around his house, he takes you to this sunroom that opens up and it's like a craft area, like with paints or pottery, or whatever, and you're just like, oh my god, oh my god, it's like, shut up, really? This You have this beautiful scenery out in the backyard or whatever land is behind their house, and they're able to, paint and create in this beautiful sunroom or something like that. And but I love this for you. Yeah. And then the sun of life, the sun card. Again, victory and this energy. Maybe I need to do pottery, Johanna. Maybe I do. But I love this Leo, creative, leadership, energy, and I feel like we got that before, where I feel like they're a fire sign because they have this energy that draws people to them. They're beautiful person, and they're very pleasant on the eyes. And I love this energy that it feels mutual. And let's put this final card is here. Yeah, the Two of Arrows. I like this, the balancing of the energy here. Um, and it's an important thing of so important to stay out of our head and close our eyes and open our heart, right? And again, this I feel like they're just reiterating as they're like closing kind of statement. Let the expectations go. And because I feel like they are different than you normally would be open to, but you're pleasantly surprised going, they are so not the normal person that I'm attracted to, but holy cow, I'm blown away, right? So I like that. And Johanna, I didn't give you your fortune cookie, so I'll give you one here in a sec. But so Amazing Grace, your fortune cookie from the affirmators. Let's see what else they want you to know here. So what's your all right? This is the one. You got everyone's a teacher. See, I feel like they're a teacher, but we all learn from one another anyway. And it says, I like this rhino and the mouse. Everyone I cross paths with is a teacher in that moment. The one who give me the fun lessons are the one I call friends. The ones who give me the hard lessons I sometimes call a-holes. I love these cards. They've chosen a tough job, but someone's got to do it. So today I'm thanking all the a-holes. Thank you, a-holes, for playing your part and making me a better person. uh, how fun. So that's what they have for you, Amazing Grace. So thank you for your donation. And then Johanna, I'm so sorry I forgot your fortune cookie. Here is for you. Yours is, look at Joyville, no judgment. And it says, I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic, call it into my office, and tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? I love it. Tell it to shut up. You hired it though. It's our ego. It's our, inner world there. So that's your that's for that one. And then you'll get another one when I circle back around. I see you made another donation, so we'll circle around there. It's working overtime. It's doing too good of a job. It's like evidently it doesn't have enough work to do. I need to assign it more tasks. All right. So then we have triple donation for Nelia, and then Moonlight, and then to Johanna is where we're at. You're welcome. All right, Nelia. So thank you for your cool sticker and your first donation. So thank you for that. And you want a general reading, anyone coming towards you, and anything you need to know. All right, let's take a look here about. So we're focusing on the human characters for this general reading. So anyone coming towards you, anything you need to know? It's on a need to know basis, right? All right. Okay, so you got 3, 2, and 2. So it's a slow countdown. It's like someone is headed your way, but it's like 3, 2.5, 2, 1 3/4, 1.5. It's like, come on, hurry up, right? But because the bottom of the deck, you do have the page of vessels, which is the page of cups, which is about new love coming your way. Um, and we'll find out more about it, of course, as we look at that. That's the bottom of the deck. All righty. Wow, look at all these sevens here. So you got the 7 of wands and the 7 of cups. So there's a lot of different people coming across your path here with the 7 of cups. And the 7 of wands, like it's clearance, clearing things away. And what I love about this piece here, for you, Nelia, is that with these like 7 cups, I feel like they're not necessarily all love interests, but I feel like there's a lot of different people that are around. And with the other card you have is the page of wands, the page of bows. And so with this 7 of wands and the page of wands, it's about shining bright and being yourself, not dimming your light for anyone, and not asking permission to shine, not defending who you are, but shining bright. And I like that. I like that word clearance because it's like that's what helps you weed through the people that are around you because you're not walking on eggshells, you're being yourself. And some people are like, oh my God, and you're like, thank you for showing me who you are, right? Right? um, and so everyone is the perfect people around us. That's the thing that I think it was earlier today. Maybe it was I read from the Blind Spot Oracle when I pulled one this morning because it talked about there are no drama queens. There is truly no drama around us because people are expressing the the energy that's within them, right? And so when people we're either expressing unconditional love or we're crying out for unconditional love. So the dramatic people, that's what they feel they have to do to get attention because they are hurting so much inside and so starved for love that they have to be dramatic to draw attention to themselves. But that's the expression of how they're feeling, and it's not wrong. It's true to them how they're feeling. And so when we have people around us who are being um, expressive, we'll say that instead of dramatic, right? They're being expressive, extra expressive of that lower vibration cry for love, then it's like, "Oh, okay, I can give you unconditional love. I'm not gonna give you any money, I'm not gonna give you access to my energy in my life, but I'm gonna give you love," right? Um, so I like that, and this energy here, though, is that you shining bright and being yourself will the because when people are in lower vibration and you're higher vibration, they can't stand to be around it. They either have to convert to higher vibration or it's like darkness can't stay in the light. It has to convert to light or it needs to pull away from light. And this is what is happening here with those first 3 cards. So I like that. I know, right? And then the 2 cards after that, you've got the another 7, 7 of pentacles and the 8 of bows, the 8 of wands. So, there is this positive energy coming in here. The 7 of pentacles, the 7 of stones is this energy of I'm wanting new fruit around me, and the 8 of wands is in response to the 7 of wands because you're shining bright. You're bringing in this energy, and I like this. So the fruit is changing because you are changing. You've been raising your love vibration, so you're no longer drawing in as much lower vibrational energy as you did when you had lower vibrational energy, right? Because like attracts like. So you're drawing in a different one, and the other ones are starting to drift away. And again, as you grow brighter, it's like turning on the kitchen light and the roaches scatter. Hopefully you don't have roaches, but um and so that's you know uh an important thing to realize here with your energies. And that's good. Trying to have a positive attitude even when things go wrong is good. It's also important to feel your feels and allow yourself to express the lower vibration and not judge yourself and not be harsh on yourself. We can get into the point of yeah, you definitely are growing. Um, it's important not to beat ourselves up for feeling lower vibration because we came here. And so when we feel it, we can, instead of suppressing it, we can feel it and then it releases. And we can run, since it's not charged, we can look and go, what was that trigger? What was the source of the emotion? Not that it's bad, but it's like, I want to transform this because I've had enough of that particular fear ride. I've ridden it 1,000 times and I'm done. So let me look at it not as I got to get this out of me and I've got to be a better person. It's just I'm choosing that I no longer want this. Not out of judgment or supposed to be or should be or anything, but just I feel like I've learned what I need to learn from this, and I'm ready to transform it. It's a different energy, right? It's not running from something or trying to purge a piece of ourselves. It's just realizing, yeah, I've thank you for the lessons I've learned about myself and the experiences I've had. Now I'm ready to transform it, right? So I love that. And then the last two cards regarding these people, I got all these sevens and eights in the page. So you got the eight of stones and the page of stones. So this does confirm, like you said, you feel like you've been growing. The page of pentacles is about new opportunities, a heightened opportunity. It's like the 11 of pentacles. And you have the eight of pentacles, which is having put in the blood, the sweat, the tears. You've got all this um, creation, all this things that you've created and transformed. And I like this one, how they have like the hand over there. I feel like it's a high five from spirit going, that's confirming that you've been putting in the work and you're seeing the fruition of that come in. So you will start to see changes happening among the people around you. So hopefully that makes sense there. And then let's pull a fortune cookie for you here. So I put those cards back in. And there we go. And let's see what else they have here for you. So what else about people? Anything else? All right, here it is, right here. And generosity. Oh, look, Buddha, 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 Buddha. Love these cards. It says, I give generously to those around me, no matter how much or how little I have. I know there is more than enough to go around, and that the key is to allow it to keep going around without stopping. If I stop the flow, I'm like the one person at the stadium who doesn't do the wave. Whoa. So I like that. So and I like that kind of going into that when people are like when my human goes, "Oh my god, look at people are being dramatic." Burp, burp, rerouting. Oh no, they're not being dramatic. They're expressing their cry for love. I'm going to send them love even without telling them. I'm going to send their higher self. They'll use it for them. Or if there's something I feel I can do, that's an overflow, right? Not giving my sustenance, but filling up and allowing them to have overflow, because then I don't care. It's extra. I don't care what they do with it. You're able to give to them. Like if you have some extra cash and they need cash, you give it to them. You're like, here, I'll pay you back. No, no, no. It's a gift. And then because you give freely, you'll get freely too from other sources. But it can be love, it can be time, it can be attention, it can be a hug, it can be no slapping. It's like it can be a wake up, but no. So I love that. All right. So thank you for your first donation. Cool. And then for your second one here too, the sticker. I love those. And thank you for that donation. And so any new messages, regarding your fire starter sister, does she even care about you or want to reconcile? If so, when? All right, we'll take a look here. Let me just take a sip here. Yeah, it's my Dutch Brothers coffee. My host she treats me so well. She went to take her puppy dog for a ride to get a pup cup. She goes, I know you're watching what you're eating and everything. Do you want anything? And I'm like, she got me one of these sugar-free smoothies before, and they're so good. And not bad for you. Well, probably not. Really bad for you. All right, let's take a look here at your fire starter sister. What's going on with Spark? I'm going to start calling her Sparkles. It's a more positive energy, right? So instead of fire starter, let's call her Sparkles. So let's see how Sparkle is going. Oh, pizza for breakfast. Yum. So Sparkles, what kind of bright sparkles are you bringing to us, right? Oh, 25,000 steps yesterday. Okay. You deserve it. You deserve it. And plus, you're young. You probably, I look at pizza and, no, I'm not going to confess that. So we got Knight of Arrows on the bottom, which is Knight of Swords, which is new communication coming in. And they're showing me, if you're a Harry Potter fan, you know the Weasley's owl, how the first time you see him is he's flying in, he's bringing a message, and he doesn't quite make the window, and bam. That's the communication. So I like that. So let's take a look here, at this, because owls are the ones that bring messages in Harry Potter, just in case you're uh not aware of that. So we'll take a look here and see. So any messages from her. So first up, you've got wow, you got both the star card and the 9 of Cups, which is dreams come true. So I like these. Both of these are, yeah, you will get your wish. Um, she will, and she does want to communicate. And we'll see what else they want you to know here with these 4, because it's like, does she want to and when, right? So, does she want to? Yep. You have the Wanderer. So, this is the full card, the beginning, a restart, a reboot between you guys. So, she does want to kind of like put it all behind and move forward. We do have the 9 of Wands, which is, so she has the desire to it, but there's also a block that's there. Let's see what this is about here. Oh my gosh. So you got the 7 of Arrows, the 7 of Swords, which is their own supposed to be, should be's, need to be's that have to do with their own deceptive thoughts, the thoughts that lie to themselves, like that you did it because you don't love her, that your actions mean something about her. And look, it got the 4 of Pentacles, which is home, which is where this whole thing started, right? Insecurity about not letting her come to your home. And so she's got this some sort of belief, this story going on in her head that you either don't trust her at your home or you don't want her in your home. So she's got this whether it's true or not, she has this perception going on. Just like you have a perception that her actions mean something about you, she's reacting, going, "No, what you did um, hurt me. What do you mean what I'm doing is hurting you? You hurt me first," you know, kind of thing, which we can't hurt each other. We can pretend that other people, but our triggers are our own, right? But she's not at that place. So I feel like um, it's going to be an important thing for you to, one, realize, is it, was it about the parking that really was the real reason, or was there something below the surface that you didn't want her in your home? And you have to reconcile that with yourself first and realize, oh, you know what? It could even be to the point, I know, like, because I lived in an apartment that they had assigned parking and there wasn't enough parking for everyone, and it would be filled up, and they, when they didn't have assigned parking, but there should be like one space available for each apartment, and people had two or three cars, and you end up having to park out on the street and walk, to in. So if you got a good parking space, you never wanted to leave. And for people to come over, it would be, depending on when they'd come over, it would be really packed. And it's like, you're not going to find a place. Um, and I also didn't want to clean and get it all sparkly the way I think that they would want it to be. So there was an underlying reason of going, well, it's this, but it's really also this. So it's the understanding of that is an important piece of the journey that you're on, is understanding, okay, you know, why that. But also, I feel like a big piece of all this has been with that Knight of Arrows is understanding the relationship that you guys have been, the cycle of relationships growing up, that when they didn't get their way, they would go through the, you know, steps of manipulation of sad Z's, bully, rejection to get what they wanted, and they always got what they wanted a lot. I feel like they learned that somewhere in the family, maybe parents, mom, passed down from generation to generation, and it's time to break that cycle within you. So I like that. The when will all this happen? Yeah, we have the Queen of Arrows. See, so this is the balancing of the head and the heart. And it'll happen when your lesson, and I think we talked about this before, right? When you acknowledge to spirit about, okay, I see what I was to learn through this. Thank you for these lessons. And sincerely from your heart, gratitude, going, all right, this happened for me and it's freeing me and releasing me. And once you do that, then the lesson is no longer required. And then that opens the gates of reconciliation. But until it's like, this is the point, it's such a pivotal point in your guys' relationship and in your life to realize, I'm not going to let people manipulate me anymore. And not in a like a screw you, kind of attitude, which you never would do that anyway. But it's about um, really not becoming, not allowing the guilt and shame to guilt us into giving in to things, but really getting to the root of things. Like when someone's getting upset with us, starting the manipulation process, not to go along with it and go, hey, what's going on? I love you. And, um, I'm sorry that this is triggering this. So let's talk about this. I love you. So tell me, how did you perceive where I was coming from? There's this great, if you guys are on Instagram, and this is for everyone, right? Whoops, sorry, I was in the middle of something. I was watching Lady Gaga on Instagram. I love her. She has a new video out. Oh, it's in my pictures. Hold on. Because it's a great resource for like understanding relationships. It's of course all of Instagrams are at my mental health space altogether. And they have these great things like um how to um like create intimacy with relationships, questions to ask your partner, things you can and can't control in relationships. Just there's so many things. I have so many screenshots from their site that are just wonderful, resources that are there, and, how to start up even difficult conversations. So I like that. Someone said that song is a spell. It can't be, because it's words. That's spell casting, is putting words out, right? But of course, we can't nothing can impact us unless we want it to, right? People can't cast a spell on us and be like, "Oh my god, I'm hypnotized." It's like, you know, we're not powerless. Anyway, that's another subject. So, I feel like that's what they have for you there, and let's pull a but so, if you wanna check that out, it's a great they give good information on how to start conversations, difficult conversations, or how to initiate trying to reconcile, things like that too. Right? Absolutely. I love all this. All right. And then you have, yeah, authenticity, you being your authentic self. Authenticity is the name of the game. Whatever comes up, I will feel it. We talked about that. Whatever needs to be said, I will say it. Whoever doesn't get it doesn't have to get it, but at least they know it because I've said it, and that's way better than leaving a passive aggressive note about it. Yeah, don't put the ass in passive aggressive, like we share from our hearts and true communication. So I like that. It's but I love those resources because it talks about how we um how we can communicate clearly without pointing fingers, and that's what I love about those, types of things. So, I like it. Alright, so that is for the second one there, Nelia, and then for your third one with your woo woo swirly eye sticker there, and thank you for that additional donation. Any new messages regarding your current workplace? Will you get a bonus or a raise this year, and what does your director think about this? Alright, let's take a look here. So, any message about your current workplace? Will you get a bonus or a raise this year? And what does the boss? What does what do they think about this? Right. All right. Well, I know you can always tell the difference whenever I get some cards like I'm all right. Well, it's like, oh no, here it comes, Nelia. Buckle up. But you got the bottom of the deck is the Three of Swords, which is the expectations equal disappointment card. But it's also bringing awareness around our expectations and where our focus is. We'll see what comes through in the other cards, but it's really being aware of when I'm when I have expectations, expectations equal disappointment. And when we focus on what we're thinking that we're wanting, the should be, the need to be, the have to be, the must be, we're opening up the focus on what's not happening instead of gratitude for what is, right? And so when we focus on, I'm so grateful for the amount of money I make right now. I'm so thankful that I have a job. I'm so thankful it's a secure job. I'm so thankful this, so thankful that. That brings in abundance, right? That allows the conduit of raises and bonuses to open up. But if I'm expecting things, then I'm actually pushing things away from me, right? Because my focus is on need and want and deserve and all that. And that just puts this emptiness energy. So, I like that's the bottom of the deck just starting out, but let's look at your questions here. So let me just make sure I'm looking at these right. Whoops, a little further. So, any new messages regarding your current workplace? These are these first two cards. Yeah, you got the Four of Cups, which is boredom. I feel like you're not excited about this job anymore. And you have the Stag, which in this case is the Justice card, which is clarity coming in here regarding your job too. Feel like you're realizing this job that I'm in was what my mind wanted to do, felt like it was the right thing and blah blah blah, but it's not what my heart wants. It's not like the ideal job that I'm wanting, and there's this balancing. So there's this boredom and this, kind of energy that comes in here with all this, right? You don't expect much, especially there. I feel like, well, a raise or a bonus would make this job exciting for another week, but I feel like you'll just be like, you don't feel fulfilled there. You just don't feel like, well, money might make it feel better, but you're just like, you're ready for something more. I feel here. So let's take a look here. Are you going to get a raise? So you've got the shaman card. So this is where we're talking about where we focus our energy can help it. The Seven of Cups, there is this possibilities that are here. There's a lot of different emotions that can be experienced regarding raises and stuff here, but you're the one that controls it by where you're focusing your energy. And that's basically what we were talking about before. And what does your director feel about all this? All right. Well, your director is in love with you. I'm just kidding. In a way, we got the lover's card, which they do feel like you're an important partner. I feel like they might have like that kind of attitude. Employees are a partner in this endeavor we're putting together as a company. And the Six of Cups too. Feel like you remind them of a family member. And they kind of look at um, employees a bit as family in a way, um, where they should work for free and I'm just kidding. And put up with everything because 'cause we're blood. It almost feels that way, right? But, but I feel like there's an importance here um, and they just have that, kind of energy here that is about, you know, appreciation, and that they would support, a raise, um, with the work and stuff that you do. So there's a good relationship there, but it does, also come back to your energy, you know, because the world you experience comes from what's inside of here. It whether they give you that or not is up to you. Um and because you're projecting all of this to the outside world, right? So I like that. It's like, yeah, it's there's a possibility there. So gratitude, 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 and that'll draw in that kind of energy there for you. So I like that. All right, and so let's see what else they have here for you for your fortune cookie here. All right. The story of your life. Oh, look at someone's giving you flowers. So as I tell myself the story, right, the story of what's happening in my life, I choose to make it the kind of story where even the tough parts have a sort of inner beauty. It's ultimately a happy story where every character, no matter how wicked, is doing their best. And let me tell you, it'll be worth it when I earn that Pulitzer Prize for Best Inner Monologue. Again, they're pointing you to your stories, right? Your energy. So I love that. Right, so that's what they have for you, Nelia. Thank you again for your multiple donations. I appreciate those. All righty. And then so we have Moonlight and then Johanna for donation. So Moonlight, Thank you for your rainbow unicorn. It's one of my favorites. And for your donation. I want to know, what does spirit want you to know about your purpose here in this lifetime? Did you make a contract for something um or with someone special? All right, yeah, we'll take a look here. Of course, our life purpose is just to get to know ourselves more. Um and we do make agreements, like faded relationships and faded things sometimes. So we'll find out if you did any in this lifetime. Sometimes we come down going, I'm tired of all that. I just want to be able to fly by the seat of my pants and decide as I go along in a lifetime. And we like that adventure. So sometimes we don't have a whole lot of faded events besides when we're born in a range of when we're going to die and leave the planet. But and then sometimes we do have like faded relationships that we want to experience specific things in too. So let's find out. So, did you make a contract with someone? Let's start there. Is there contracts with peeps? And tell us about who they are. Evidently, you do because you got cards. You otherwise you'd get one card that says no, you didn't. But it feels like there's three people. We'll figure out that. And what about something? Is there something that you wanted to specifically accomplish in this lifetime? Okay, so we'll have that here. Yeah, you do have confirmation when the bottom of the deck, you have the judgment card, which is your higher self and a calling. So you definitely did come down wanting to experience something specifically, something, and then someone's here. So let's dive in. So asking contracts with people. Yeah, you have the Queen of Vessels, the Queen of Cups. So that is deep soul connection. And the Four of Bows, the Four of Wands, is about joy and celebration and gatherings. And so you definitely, it feels like you did have this gathering before you came down. And there was three people that you wanted to experience. So we'll see who they are and see if you've experienced them yet. So the first one is the Seven of Arrows. This is a this is someone that deceiver, liar, betrayer. So if you've experienced them already, you're like, which one? Were there seven? No, I'm just kidding. But you've got this energy here. The contract you had with them was that they were going to show you deceit, show you betrayal, show you lying to mirror back to you so that you would be able to look and see what of your own thoughts and beliefs and opinions that you grew up with were deceiving you, were lying to you, were cheating you out of opportunities. And so this individual, I feel like there's like seven possibilities of meeting them in different people's bodies. And what I mean by that is, if the first person, when they reflected it back, you blamed them and were like, they're a liar, they're a deceiver, blah, 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 and didn't realize there was three fingers pointing back at you, and you separated from them and pushed them out of your life, whoosh, a second one came up, and they'll show you, and they'll keep showing you up to seven people, seven iterations. It's like 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, which is wonderful. There are teachers showing us what we want to see about ourselves until we see it. So this deceiver, this individual that's coming in, appearing in different people's bodies, not like it's a spirit possessing them, but it's the character that has agreed to appear within these people to, have that. So that's what the first person that you had a contract with, and it feels like multiple individuals. It's like, if I don't get it with that one, I need a second volunteer, a third volunteer, a fourth volunteer, a fifth volunteer, a sixth volunteer, a seventh volunteer, because you knew by seven, I'm gonna totally get this. It's like usually with me, it was like five. After five, I'm like, wait a minute, I see something similar in each one of these people. Oh, and so you are probably a faster learner than I am, so you don't need that many, but they're there in case you do, right? And then the second one, look at 7 of arrows, you have the 7 of vessels, the 7 of cups. So, we do have the 7 of cups. The 7 of cups represents 7. Again, you've got all these, opportunities to show you self-love. Now this, I'm feeling the energy of, um, 3? Well, okay, 2 family members, a 3rd family member. Okay, so 2 maybe feel like they're like your immediate family, 1 feels more like a cousin or an aunt, uncle kind of. So there's these 3 that help teach you about your self-love and ways of showing you how you can be loved, or showing you, reflecting back to you, your self-love because they're not sharing love so much. And then I feel like 1 is like a close friend, and then the other 3 I feel like are romantic relationships that you've agreed to, but these aren't like life partner kind of things. These are people who you have you enter into a romantic relationship for some period of time with them. Um, but all of them are teaching you all these sevens. 7 is a spiritual number, and it's all about the obstacles and the things that you wanted to learn. So you did have these, um, with it's these 2 groups of individuals. Again, you have these 7 and 7, you're like, 7 is enough to make sure I learn my lesson that I wanna learn. Not like, I gotta learn my lesson, but what you've wanted to see about yourself in this lifetime. Then the 3rd here, alright. So you do have here the Empress, the Mother Nature, Mother Nurture energy here. And this I don't feel like this is mom, whatever. I feel like if they would have been included in the 7 of Cups. This is the one, this is your life partner energy, someone that you end up with who's very nurturing. Um, Venus energy with the Empress, um, which is about true love and deep love and sensuality and new birth and harvest, but nurture, nurture, nurture. And you meet someone who, which is, it's like you deserve to be with someone like yourself, right? And so I like this because it is, you end up, having, after experiencing these other things, you're open to being nurtured. Where before I feel like you've always been nurturing everyone else, and you've learned to be the nurturer for yourself, but to be open to receive nurturing from someone else without the fear that they're just going to, I don't want to get used to it because they're just going to rip it away anyway. It's like getting rid of all those old thinking. And I love that that comes in here for you. So you do have a soul partner you'll end up with, but you go through all this other crap first. Bada bunks. All right. And then the something that you have here, you have 2 cards. What is this that you have here? All right. Yeah. So you've got the King of Bows, the King of Wands. And then you also here have the Ancestor, which is the Hierophant. And I feel like, um, one of the, like, the thing that you wanted to be able to help people with is to help them remember who they really are. And this is the teacher student energy, and the King of Wands is about, um, the highest expression of spirituality is the King of Wands, which is like our higher self. And it's like you're pointing people, like like your contract was to help people step into their true strength, not a false strength of humanity, but helping them find this, who they really are in the inside, and allowing them to express that, and teaching them that through your experiences, and um like counseling and, um training, teaching, even in just one-to-one interactions, whether it's friends and family. But I feel like you really wanted to be in a role of a teacher, of helping people, learn that. So I feel like that was like one of the big things you wanted to be able to help the collective with when you came down here. So hopefully that helps. Let's put these cards back in here and then also pull a fortune cookie from the Affirminators. I love these. Let's see what else they have here for you. So what else for Moonlight? All right, here it is. Do you have, playfulness? I like this reminder too. I am a playful participant in life, and I always have the option to make something a fun game rather than a heavy burden. Mary Poppins put sugar in the medicine for a reason. That lady really knows how to party. I love these cards. But that's the whole thing is it's a playground and we can become so serious about our relationships and our shadow work and our journey that we stop having fun because we start making life work instead of playfully learning and growing and realizing that's the goal. This was a playground we came down to experience. And sometimes we become that little, you know, playground dictator going, no, everyone, we must start on the swings and then we must go to the slides, then the merry-go-round. You guys are doing it all out of order. And there's people that we become that because we feel like there's supposed to be order and it has to be a certain way. And we have these expectations. And then it's like when we try to fit God in a box and then they come down to try to fit in the box and they crush all our boxes and we're like, there are no boxes. It's all free and open. And we're like, oh wow. So hopefully that helps. That's what they have for you, Moonlight. So many blessings too. I think you might have gone to sleep. So good morning when you see this. All right. And then the last donation we have here is Johanna. Thank you for your second donation. Let's give that a love and a like here. And for anyone new coming in, hello, welcome. Yeah, guys don't have to ask, but you just put a question out there. For donations, I prioritize, I dive deeper and pull more cards for those. After I'm done with donations, I'm going to be on for about 38 more minutes. Yeah, until like 8. And then I'm going off for my Praying Mantis. So if you put a question out there, like a free question, I may or may not get to it this evening. But tomorrow, Sundays are different. If I don't get to you this evening, be sure to come back tomorrow. And if you put your question in while I'm on from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., actually, I posted even an hour before. So you can jump into the chat early and put your question anywhere from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Once I go spend time with my Praying Mantis members and eat, I always come back and finish out all readings from Sunday. So you definitely will get a message from Spirit sometime that day if you don't get one this evening. So just a little heads up there. Or if you're a YouTube channel member, you'll see your name in green with a little badge. I also make sure I complete donations and my YouTube channel members each session, even if I have to come back on after I spend time with my Praying Mantis members after this session. So if you're interested, there's a link down below about how to become a YouTube channel member. I have 2 levels, $2.99 Zen Cricket, $7.99 Praying Mantis. And there's more stuff that comes with it, which you'll see in that link. All right. Johanna, you love the German accent? The CashApp? Too funny. All right. So you guys are so cute. All complimenting each other on your names. All right. So let's take a look here. I should do pottery. You walked all your miles. And all right, so here, why do you feel so attracted to the guy at work? Past life connection or just you ovulating? You're so funny. Okay. Right. A lot of songs can be spells. They can, I mean, anything expression, our self-talk is a spell cast on ourselves, right? All right. So why are you so attracted to this guy at work? Leo full moon. You're howling at the moon. Oh. Bottom of the deck, the moon, just as I said. So there's a lot of emotional movement with this energy. But let's see, that's the bottom of the deck. Let's see what else. Um, so there is past life connection. So you might just be both. You might have past life connection and ovulating. But you've got the Queen of Cups, which is all about the look at the salmon wanting to swim upstream to mate. That's hilarious. Sorry. But the Queen of Cups also is about deep connection inward into our subconscious, which is, of course, where the gateways, one of the gateways to the Akashic records is. And so it's one of the cards that represents past life connections. And the sun is the fire, that can be the ovulation. But there's also the inner child there, which also is in the realm of the subconscious. So those two cards coming out together with the moon card, actually. The moon card is one of my other cards of past life connections because it represents the subconscious. So you definitely have past life connection that's drawing you guys together there. Um, and you have the archer, again, ruled by Cancer, the moon. So definitely these, because you had that moon on the bottom of the deck, and then these three cards confirms on one side of it, it is because you got like three cards and three cards. So these three cards are saying yes, past life. Let's see what else we have here. You have the 10 of bows, the 10 of wands, a lot of energy, and the 10 of stones, the 10 of pentacles, which is the draw to the outside world, and the 3 of arrows, the 3 of swords, too, which represents this is like this human side, which I feel like there is a part of you that is wanting love in your and this is energy of the physical body and creating partnership in this desire to nest. So that would confirm the ovulation, kind of energy of it. Also, um the Cancer moon and all this Cancer moon energy is mama nature, mama energy, mother nature. I mean, not mother nature, but mother Luna. So there's a lot of emotion that's coming in addition to all of this. So it is the combo, like we talked about there. So it's a little bit of both that's happening. So there you go. You're like, look out. There is no jumping someone's bones at work. Please. We talked about this, right? They call into the office now. Johanna, we talked about this. All right. Let's see what your affirmators is here. Look, look, you got the bonus card. Manifestation, baby. If you could have anything you wanted, what would it be? Whoa, get specific and get greedy. You're holding a magic wand. There's that magic again. And you can conjure up anything. Could it be that when you declare your wishes out loud, you're actually casting a spell for your dreams to come true? Or is it just that, in a very practical sense, the more people you speak with about your desires, the more folks there are who know what you want and might have the means to help you make them happen? Either way, stop waiting and start manifesting. But don't use that word if you don't want to. I like that. So all this spell casting that you've been talking about, but it's cast a spell upon yourself, right? Like I talked about, that's one of the greatest spells we could do because spells don't really work on other people, like we're talking about with songs and stuff, unless we put energy behind it. Like no one can curse us, but if someone can convince me to curse myself by saying, I'm putting a curse on you, you're going to get sick. If I'm like, I believe you have the power to make me sick. Oh God, I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get sick. I'm going to get sick. And my energy is putting out there, I want to get sick. And it's like, okay, get sick. And then we're like, it worked. You are a witch curse. And it's like, no. But casting a spell upon herself to bring me the perfect person for my life right now to show me what I want to see about myself. I trust you, creator. That's casting a spell upon ourselves. I like that. All right. So that is what they have, Johanna. So many blessings to you. And I just had a donation come through Z PayPal. So one more donation. All right. And Maria, thank you so much for your donation. Welcome to the evening edition of the Days of Our Lives. So thank you for that. So let's dive in here. And what are Walter's feelings and thoughts towards you tonight? All right, let's take a look here and see what's going on with them tonight. All right. So we got those. What is he up to? Huh? I feel like he's fallen asleep in a chair. What's coming for you and him tomorrow? Tomorrow. Okay. And then anything Walter would love for you to know that he hasn't told you yet. All right. One card. All right. So his feelings and thoughts for you tonight. Yeah. We got the two of arrows, the two of swords, and the two of wands. So there's this back and forth energy here going on. Yeah, and even the archer, the chariot, the power of choice. So it goes back and forth, and this is that I feel like we talked about their little energy this morning, a little bit their head and their heart. Their heart, of course, is like, yes, 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 and so happy and so drawn to you, right? But their head is the one that's when they get cranky and they get, that type of tired, you know, um, energy. It's just like um, they just feel grumpy. So their mind is like, "Rah, ha, ba, hum, ba, ga, ba, da, rah, rah. I'm tired." But their heart is very happy, but their head is like, it needs rest. They just need some good rest. Um, so, yeah, but nothing negative towards you at all. It's just their general exhaustive mental capacity. So if you don't get a whole lot of interaction or a whole lot of happy, feel good stuff, it's like um, going to someone's door and the grumpy old man answers the door. What do you want? And you're like, whoa, never mind. That's who's guarding the door right now of communication. So what is he up to? Let's take a look here. Yeah, look at nine of arrows, 10 of arrows, nine of swords, 10 of swords, the nightmare and insomnia card, and the I'm so sick and tired of trying to make everyone happy energy. So what are they up to? They're being cranky, cranky pants, exhaustion, mental exhaustion. So tired. That's the energy I get. It like I'm just so tired. And I feel like they have fallen asleep, like sitting in a chair watching TV or something. And they're just like passed out. What's coming for you and him tomorrow? Yeah. Oh, good. Well, he's getting some rest with the Four of Swords. It's the rest card. So that's good. And then the Knight of Cups is movement of emotion. So I feel like they're going to get some good rest. Maybe they'll sleep in a little bit or nap a little bit. But I like it. It is movement of and sharing of emotion with you. And tomorrow is the Super Bowl. So I feel like they're going to be a bit busy. I feel like there's gonna be a Super Bowl party or a gathering of some sort, family gathering. So they're gonna be busy, but I do feel like they find time to communicate with you, like go outside for do they smoke? It's like because I felt like I'm gonna go outside for a smoke, and they go outside, um, like during halftime or whatever. And I feel like there's contact at least texting and stuff, but so I feel like they do communicate with you tomorrow, but it's a busy day, so just keep that in mind too. And then what would he love for you to know that he hasn't told you yet? Oh, the shaman. So this is the magician, and this is that masculine energy of intentions. And we kind of, talked a little bit about it this morning. Um, But so there are these intentions that they would like to tell you, but again, they won't because the puppy will get all excited and wants to go for a ride right now, and it's like, no, 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 no. It's eventually this is where I'd like to head, but they feel like it's not good to tell you now because one, again, we don't know what the future holds. We don't know what will happen in your life, what will happen in the world, what will happen in his life, and it's so that's why they keep that to themselves right now because they want to allow things to progress, right? So they have all the stuff they'd like to say, but it's important to focus on the now, right? That's what they want to do. And then your fortune cookie says patience. Your spirit guides are funny. Congratulations. You've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is the sort of option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. And then these are all in capital letters. Imagine how easy it will be to go to the post office. How you wait in line and it's patience. It's all about enjoying the moment. So it is coming back down to that. I love it. All right. So that's what they have for you, Maria. Thank you again for your multiple donations today. I'm greatly appreciative of those. All right. So those are all the donations. And so my YouTube channel members get second priority over donations, and you'll see their names in green with their little badge. So for the free readings, I'm just going to scroll down and complete those. And then after that, I should have time left. I'll start on some free readings too. So let's jump in. All right. So Olivier Bagata and CJ, we saw those. I don't see any questions yet. Johanna, we took care of all of those. Moonlight, we took care of those. All right. I took care of that one. So I just want to make sure I don't skip over anything here. Okay, we did that good there. We did that good there. All right. Sorry to see some conversation. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. And Kelly, sorry if I didn't say hello to you. I see you. Hello, hello. And so your free question, can you get a message from the universe? Absolutely. And free readings are faster, everyone, just so you know. They're 1 to 2 cards normally. So these will go faster than the donations will. All right. So message from the universe. 1 and 2. What does the universe want you to know? All right. Well, you got a lot on your mind with the 2 of swords and the 4 of swords. And I like the 4 of swords about putting your mind to rest. And the 2 of swords, too. Whatever decision you have going on, like you're trying to decide something or understand something, it's about closing your eyes. You can see how they have a blindfold on. It's about closing your eyes and opening your heart, resting your mind. Say, take a little vacation. I'm going to my heart. Allowing and seeing things from a heart perspective. And that'll bring clarity. I've done that with friends before who are like, I'm so confused. I don't know what I want to do. And da 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 da. And the first thing I recommend, I go, close your eyes, open your heart. What does it say? And they close their eyes and they're like, oh, yeah, I know what I want to do. And I'm like, isn't that amazing? And then if that doesn't, then it means that we don't have all the information we need to make a decision. And in those cases, you can ask spirit, your spiritual posse and gang, go, hey, gang, so I'm having trouble making this decision. I don't have enough information. Can you give me information to make this a no-brainer decision? And then you'll get information that'll come in very soon that will make it so clear that you're like, oh, yeah, not that, definitely this. And you can get answers that way. So I feel like that is what they have for you right now, Kelly. So many blessings to you. All right. All right. Do-do-do. And then Livier Bagata. Hello, hello. So, a general reading for this coming next week. Absolutely. And if you asked a similar question earlier, I did finish all readings this morning. So, be sure to check out that stream too. I posted when I started the free readings for non YouTube channel memberships. So, your guys's would be like right before that. All right. So, let's take a look here. A general reading for this coming next week. All right. What do we got here? Wow. You got 10 of arrows and 10 of vessels. So 10 of swords and 10 of cups. And you even have the king of bows, which is the king of wands, which is about stepping into your power and realizing that you hold the power of your own happiness with this 10 of cups, because that's overflowing emotions. And it has to do with this 10 of swords, which is, it's a good card. Normally it's someone laying down and all the swords stuck in their back, which excuse me, represents just being sick and tired of trying to live up to all these expectations, all these supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's. And those are the things that do suck the life and suck our joy out of things too. So, there is this energy of um, stepping into your power and releasing yourself from all these things. And it allows you to feel joy. It allows you to, because you don't have all these rules about what has to happen in order to be happy. You can choose to be happy for no reason at all and enjoy that. But it's about releasing us from this cage of this mindset of all these small t truths rooted in fear. Anything that sounds like supposed to be, should be, need to be, have to be, must, blah, 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 right? So I feel like this for this next week, it's like this awareness that if I'm not feeling happy, what am I fearing? What am I expecting? What am I trying to fix? What am I trying to control? And then realize, oh, I can release that. And then you can experience peace in that moment until the next expectations come up for you to look at and go, yeah, why am I trying to control this? Why am I expecting this? Let me release that and enjoy the moment. And I feel like it's a wonderful kind of laboratory for you to put some things into practice with all that. So I like that. So that is what they have for you right now, Olivier. Hopefully that's helpful. So many blessings to you. And then the last of my YouTube channel members is Sean G. You want to know, will you be able to hire the marketing company for the end of March? All right, let's take a look here. Based on current energies, are you going to be able to hire this company, marketing company? All right. Yeah, I mean, you have the Four of Swords here, which is like putting your mind to rest. And the Eight of Cups is kind of letting go of these emotions that no longer serve you in the flowing, going with the flow of things. Um, I feel like with this energy, I feel like you can hire the marketing company for the end of March. But I feel like if you step back and kind of meditate on it and kind of sit with it, I feel like there's another option. I don't know if there's another marketing company that is another choice, because this Eight of Vessels, like, it's a rebirth, but it's like walking away from a relationship that doesn't serve you anymore. And I feel like there might be a different one to consider, because you've got this rebirth listed down here, but you also have this butterfly, this transformation. And I feel like when you put your mind at rest and you kind of step back from it all, there's something that you change regarding it. So I feel like there's a different marketing company that maybe you've been thinking about going with, and maybe give them a chance. So that's what they have for you. All right, Sean. So many blessings to you. All right. So now I'm going to jump into the free readings, and let's see how many we can get through here in about 15 minutes. All right. So let's see. We did Amazing Grace. All right. And then Chelsea, you asked if you could ask a question, but I don't see one. So I'll see if you asked one further down. But you, for the future, you never have to ask. You just put your question out there, and then if I have time, I get to them. So just for the future. And then morning, you asked for a general next week. Like I said, I did get to everyone's this morning, and I feel like you asked that question this morning. So be sure to check out this morning's video. I even put in the chat when I started the free readings. I think it was like 2.5 hours in because I was on for like a little over 3 hours. So be sure to check that for more information too. So a general for next week. Let's see what else they want you to know here. So you can get 2 messages. All right, look at this. You got the 9 of stones, the 9 of pentacles, and the chariot card, which they call it the archer here, but it's the chariot, which is the power of choice card. And really with the 9 of pentacles, this has to do with financial independence, feeling financially secure, feeling secure in the outside world, feeling blessed independently. And this power of choice, I feel like a big thing is to be aware of where are you focusing your choices, right? Every moment we make a choice of the story that we're putting to a situation, the emotions we're feeling, the energy I'm putting out and expanding and manifesting and drawing to me, and the physical actions I'm taking. I can't control anyone else's, but I can control mine. And if I'm focusing on lack and need and want and fear and hate, I grow those things. I grow needing, I grow wanting. I don't draw in what I want, what I feel I need. That pushes things away, right? So focusing on gratitude is an important piece for you next week with these cards. That you know what I have in my life, what I'm grateful for, what I've had in my life that I was grateful for. Um, Focusing on unconditional love and joy and laughter and peace, that opens the conduit and opens up the matches our energy to receive instead of repel. So I feel like that's an important thing for you next week is realizing, even put a reminder on your phone every waking hour to bring you back to what are you focusing on? What are you focusing on? So you can make any corrections to focus on things you're wanting to grow, not out of habit focusing on lower vibration, which we're all taught growing up. And it can help you. So I feel like that's what they have there for you, morning. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Nelia Medeiros, your free reading, any messages from your guardian angel? All right, let's take a look here. What do they have here? All right, 2. Wow, all right. So you have the King of Pentacles and you have the 8 of Swords, the 8 of Arrows. This does have to do with fullness of life and security of life. And I feel like your guardian angels are letting you know that you're always cared for. You always have what you need. But to help you have more abundance and to have a fuller life, it is about realizing that there are a lot of thoughts and beliefs and mindsets opinions we have growing up about um, our abundance and our worthiness and what's possible. And we have a lot that blind us and bind us, make us feel trapped and restricted and small and limited, that are bubbling below the surface that we don't even know because we grew up with them. They're just always there. We think that they're supposed to be there, but they're limiting. And the more we question, what limiting belief do I have? And let me just meditate. Even writing with like your non non dominant hand can help you connect to your subconscious and your inner child that can go, what kind of beliefs are bubbling down in there that I don't even know are there? And there can be some clarity, and that's what the guardian angel is letting you know, that consciously you have a lot of strong belief systems about your worthiness and stuff, but it's the unconscious things that are running on autopilot that can throw wrenches in things. And they're just kind of just pointing you, going, if you want to, you can look at those to help your life be even easier. So I like that for you, and that's what they have for you, Nelia. So many blessings. All right, so we did those. We did those. Okay, we did those. We did those. All right. Sorry, I'm so close to the microphone. Pramilia, hello. So you've applied abroad to stay with your husband. When will it happen? Um, or is it going to be a long distance relationship? Okay, let's take a look here. So when will you be? Okay, and will it be long distance? So when? Yeah, you have the ancestor card here, which this is the Hierophant. It's your higher self allowing you to see clarity around it. Let's see, is it going to be a long distance? No, you've got the 10 of Cups, which is happiness overflowing. So I don't feel like it's going to be a long distance relationship. I feel like you will get approved. Just, you know, trust that because your higher self is bringing you the clarity on that you hold the power, right? And when we talk about energy, um, if I focus on, gosh, I want that so bad, I need that so bad, we actually push it away from us and it delays things. So one of the things that really helps with our manifestation, with the openness of bringing things in, is asking the creator once, right? Not telling him, but telling him our desire, asking him, going, I really would love to be with my husband overseas. So if we can make that happen and it's for all of our highest good, then I release that to you. And I'm grateful that you'll bring it to me in the perfect timing, in the perfect manner, right? And I feel like if you make that adjustment, that you have this happiness. So I feel like it comes in faster than you think it will, as long as you change your energy to one of gratitude. What are you grateful for in your life? What are you grateful about your husband? What are you grateful about the times that you are able to spend together? That changes the energy and allows things to flow. So I feel like that's what they have for you. All right. So that's what they have for me. So many blessings to you. All right. So we did that. We did that. Did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. We did that. Hey, Linda again. Hello, hello. So we did those. We did those. We did those. Okay, we did those. So hopefully I haven't skipped anyone. All right. So, Rosebud 4, will you move in to the apartment you're hoping for? All right. So, based on current energies, let's take a look here. Will you move in? All right. You got the Queen of Vessels returning to home. I like that salmon analogy because it is following your heart and following where it's guiding you. You have the Seven of Pentacles and also the Seven of Vessels, Seven of Cups. So you have this movement here. If this is where your heart, well, you said you're hoping it for, so that's where your heart is leading you. It may just take a little bit of time with the Seven of Pentacles, but as long as you're following your heart, I feel like there's a couple of places that your heart would lead you. But if you feel like this is the one for you, as long as you're following your intuition and your gut and following your heart, this is like it's just a matter of time before you get in there. Um, and trust that. Trust if there's a delay, definitely look, for where you're wanting to head to. Um, because if there's a delay, then that might be your heart going, there's that, but there's some other opportunities too. So if you feel like it's taking a long time, just go see other places too and see if your heart goes, this will do too. I like this place too. Okay. But I definitely feel like your heart is leading you in and you can follow that. And so very positive energies with that. All right. So many blessings too. Oh, I'm so sorry, Father Stable. I didn't see the donation come in there. So let me see here. I've got about 5 minutes. So we've got the Gemini. Let's see, we've only got like a handful more. Um, um, uh, So I will come back on and finish out all free readings because I just got like 5 left. But I'm gonna jump to this donation. So thank you for that. Let me give that a love and a like here. And then did you have a specific question, Father Stable? Or did you just want a general reading? So, and congratulations on the 5 super. Thank you for letting me be your 5th super here. So while I'm waiting for you to pop your question down there, um, the Gemini, you asked, is the Sag going to make a move towards you for Valentine's Day? So while I'm waiting for Father Stable to answer, let's make the use of our time here. Um, well, interesting. I don't feel like Valentine's Day. Well, actually, that's the 14th balance. But you got this Wanderer, which is like a new adventure that comes in here. And so I don't feel like Valentine's Day because it feels that's the patience card. It takes time, you know, it's alchemy. It's, uh so but I feel like eventually they do with that Wanderer card with the full card here. But just that patience coming in, I'm feeling like the 14th might feel like a little too soon for them to make the move towards you. There's just so much expectation and pressure around it. I feel like they more want to ease into things, if that makes sense. You're like, how long is it going to take? But so not Valentine's Day, so let the expectations go, but just, go with the flow of it there too. All right. So that's what they have for you. Okay, just a general one. All right, very good. Um So let's take a look here, and thank you for your additional donation there. So let's see what Spirit has for you here. And then Gazanfar, Hassan, Nadine, Yadu, and okay, and then Morning Moody took care. So I've just got 3 of the free readings left. I will pop back on after I spend some time with my Praying Mantis members, and I'll finish out those 3 for you there. God, the Gemini. You're so funny. All right. So let's take a look here. Um, so Father Stable, you know what? I'm gonna need to head off here in like 3 minutes to go to my other session. If you don't mind, I feel like they're gonna have a very detailed message for you, and I don't want to rush through it. Um, so if you don't mind, I am feeling a nudge from spirit to not rush through it, but come back. When I come back in about an hour, I will complete all these free readings, but you'll be up first, and I will give you the the in-depth reading that you deserve, rather than rush, and give you a fast. Blah, 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 blah. I just want to give you due diligence on your reading. So I will be back in about an hour after my Praying Mantis members, and then you'll be up first, and we'll give you that in depth. Okay, thank you so much for understanding. And then also, like I said, Gazan Far, Hassan, Nadine, and Yadu, I'll also finish up your free readings. Yes, Maria, I did complete yours a little while ago. Um, let me see here real quick. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I'm not sure exactly when. So sorry. All right. But I shall return. I completed everyone else except for those names I just mentioned. Gazanfar, Nadine, and Yadu. And then, of course, the donation for Father Stable. I shall return. Like I said, in about an hour. Usually, it depends on if we yap a lot, but it should be around an hour. So I'll return and I'll finish out all of those. And then I'll be back tomorrow for more readings. And tomorrow, also, if you post your question, I usually post around 10 a.m. Mountain Time the session, and you can jump into the chat and put your question. So anywhere from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Mountain Time, if you put your question in, you will get an answer tomorrow as well. In that session, I go spend an hour or so with my Praying Mantis members afterward and eat, and then I return back and I finish out all readings too. So if you're interested, you can come back tomorrow too. And I have a ton of free content on my main page. So if you go to at the very top, we have our new playlists for 2025, and you can check out all of those. Also, if you're interested in a personal reading, I do have Crazy Zen Super Sale right now for the month of February at least on all of that too. So, all right. So we shall return, and remember every second of every day of our lives as we're going through this amazing adventure together, that we are truly, eternally, and unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you again, much love. Hang in there, take care of yourself, and have fun. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Nadine.